Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to create this environment scene inside Unreal Engine 5.1. So first take a look what we are going to create today. So before we start, if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out for all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. So I launch my Unreal Engine version 5.1.1 and I choose this games option here, and then I choose this third person template. Also click on this starter content and name my project as tutorial. And then I hit on this create button, and then we go to this file and create a new level, and I choose this empty level here and hit on this create. Now we're going to create a quick lighting setup. So for this we go to this window, then we go to this environment light mixer. First we click on this create skylight, then create atmospheric light, create sky atmosphere, create volumetric cloud, and create height fog. And scroll down here and click on this volumetric fog. Then we close this one. And after that we go to this skylight option, then go to this details panel, and we also turn on this real-time capture. And now we're going to create a landscape. So we go to the select mode button here and we go to this landscape, and we don't need to change anything here, just click on this create button and it will create a nice landscape for us. Then we go back to our main mode here. Okay, so now we're going to collect all the assets from the Epic Game Marketplace. First we add this Nordic Coast collections from the Megascan, and for the trees we're going to use this one, that is this Megascan tree European Black Elders. Just click add to project and select my project and click on this add to project. And for this ground details we use this forest path. So once you add those assets, you will find this folder called this Black Elder content all these trees. So if you set a filter over here, that is the static mesh filter, and if you don't know how to add those filters, just go to this three lines option and you will find this static mesh filter. Just enable it by clicking here, and you can see there is all the trees. And you can also find this Megascan folder here. So double click to open, and if you set this static mesh filter, and you will get all these cliff assets here. Okay. And also we have added a forest tooth assets from this Megascan. So if you open this one, and you will get these assets from the pack. Okay, and now we're going to add a material for our landscape, and I'm going to use a Megascan material. So just right click here and go to this add quick cell content. So I have already downloaded, so I go to this local and here it is. So just click on this add button, but you have to download it first and then click on this add button. And then we go to this Megascans, and if you download any material from the Megascan, you will get this surfaces folder. So just open this, and here is the folder, and here is this material. So in order to apply this material to this landscape, first we select our landscape here, and then we go to this details panel, and then just click and drag and drop this material to this landscape material slot, and it will take little time, and then you will get this material over here. And if you see that the material tiling is so high, so we have to decrease this tiling. So just double click to open this material instance, and then we go to this tiling and offset option here. Just enable it by clicking here, then we expand this one, and here it is the tiling X and the tiling Y. So we're going to decrease this value to maybe 0.2 by 0.2, and then we save it here and then minimize, and here you will get this kind of nice surface here. Okay, and in order to get a right scale reference, we're going to put a character over here. So because we are using a third person template, so in that way we will get this characters folder. So just double click to open this, and inside this you will get this mannequins, and also you will get this mannequins from the UE4, but we're going to use the 5 version. And then we go to this meshes, and here is this mannequin. So we just click and drag and drop over here. Okay, so you'll get this nice size reference here, and maybe you can see that the lips is so big, so maybe we're going to increase the tiling little bit more. So again we go to this megascan folder, and then we go to the surfaces and this material, just open this one, and then maybe we're going to increase it to 0.5 by 0.5. Okay, then again save this one, and now it look nice. And now we're going to add the assets here. So we go back to this megascan folder again, and then we go to this 3D assets, and we enable this static mesh filter, and then we go down here, and let's see. So we're going to use those assets. So first we're going to put this one over here, and you can see that these assets look so nice. And we're also going to put it little bit down here, so you can see that the snapping tool is bothering, so we're going to disable the snapping here, and now we're going to easily put it down and it will work smoothly. And maybe we're going to increase the scale little bit, just like this, and we put it over here. Okay, and also we get other assets, so maybe we're going to use this one over here, and we're going to rotate it just like this, and also we increase the scale. Okay, so there are plenty of different assets, so you going to use anything you want from here, and everything look nice if you put, because everything you put it will make a nice random design. And then also we're going to use this one over here, maybe we increase its scale a little bit. Okay, just like this. So now you can see that this look really amazing. And maybe if you use those assets and you will find some error over here that your video memory budget is higher, so one thing you can do, that you go to this edit option, and then we go to this project settings, and then we go to the search bar and type for virtual texturing. And when you find these virtual textures and enable virtual texture support, just tick this on. Okay, and then maybe you have to restart the engine, so just restart. So this is how you can optimize your scene also. And then we going to put other assets over here and there. Okay, so you can see that we build a little bit area by using those assets. So you can use different assets to make it look different if you want. And also we put some of these ground rock assets. So here it is. So you can also use those to make it more nice, and it will make a nice gradual fall off for these rock models. And when you put it over first time, you will see it will compile all these shaders, so it will look something like this. But if you leave it for a time, it will look nice. Okay, so now you have the idea. So now we're going to put the trees. So for the trees, we go to this black elder folder and enable the static mesh. And here we're going to put this tree manually, and we're not going to use the foliage system. So I'm using this tree first. So I just put it over here. Okay, just like this. And maybe we going to decrease the scale little bit, just like this. Okay, and also we going to duplicate this tree over here, and we also rotate it just like this. And then we're going to use other tree, so maybe use this one. So there are so many trees, so if you want you can use different one. Okay, just like this. And now I'm going to populate this area by using different trees. So I'm just speed forward these things from here. Okay, so we somewhat populate this area. Now we're going to populate the background of this area. So for this I'm going to use some of these big trees over here. So maybe use this one first. So you can see those trees are so big. So we're going to put it at the background here, so it can easily fill the background. Okay, so you can see that how I put all this tree to fill up all this background area. And in that way you can use a little bit of trees, but your work will be done, because it will make a little pressure on your PC, because you're not putting so many trees, but it can look nice. Okay, and now we're going to duplicate all these foreground trees to multiple times to fill up this little bit of gaps. So just duplicate and put those trees here and there. Okay, just like this. So maybe now we're going to create a camera for our scene as well as a sequencer. So for the camera we go to this box, and then we go to the cinematics and create a cine camera actor. Okay, and then we go to this outliner layer, and then we select our cine camera, just right click, and then we click on the snap object to view, and then we go to this perspective and select our cine camera actor. Okay, just like this. And then we're going to create a sequence for our scene. So we go to this box and create a add level sequence here, and then we going to name our sequence as tutorial sequence, and we save it one. And now we're going to bring our camera over here. So first we select our camera, so here it is, this camera, just drag and drop over here. And now we're going to set up some settings for our camera. So first we're going to select our camera, then we go to this details panel, and first we select our film back settings for our camera. So we go to this film back, then we expand this drop down list, and we select our 16:9 DSLR presets from here. And also we go over here, that is this current aperture, we set it to 2.8, maybe we set it to 1.8 for now. And then also we go to this current focal length, we're going to decrease this focal length to maybe 50. Okay, just like that. So you'll get nice wide angle camera over here. Okay, just like that. And it is a specific for your each scene, so maybe you can also create some macro shots. So for that you can also increase this focal length value, but for now I'm set it to a very wide length, so it will be 15 mm lens. And now we're going to set up some exposure settings for our camera. So we select our camera, then we go down here. First we go to this lens settings, expand this one, and then we go to this bloom settings. First we select this method, and we change this method from standard to convolution. And then we enable this intensity by clicking over here, and maybe we decrease this intensity to maybe 0.4. And then we go to this exposure settings, expand this one, go to this metering mode, enable this one, and we change this to manual. Then we go to this exposure compensation, enable it from here, and we change the value to maybe 10 for now. And maybe we can also increase or decrease it later on according to our need, but for now it look nice. Then we go to this lens flare option here, enable this one, and maybe we also decrease this lens flare intensity to maybe 0.2 for now. Okay, and we also going to change our directional light position, and in order to change this sun position, we go to this viewport here and click over here, and then we hold Ctrl and L and we change our light. Okay, so you can see that little bit of camera settings, you will get a nice result here. And also our fog is too much, so we're going to decrease the fog intensity. So we go to this search option and type for fog. So here it is exponential height fog, and we firstly go to its intensity. So there is the fog density, and we decrease this value. Okay, and also we increase this fog height fall off little bit. Okay, so now you can get a nice result over here. Okay, and then also we go to change our light position, maybe like this. And also we go to our directional light and we find the source angle. So we increase the source angle a little bit. So if you increase the source angle, you can see you will get more diffuse shadow here. So if you see over here, and then if you increase the source angle, you can see that you will get more diffuse shadow here. So it's all depends on you that how much diffuse shadow you want. So just adjust it from here. And now we're going to put some ground assets over here. So you can see that this look really amazing so far. And also you can change the cloud positions. So if you go to this search option and type for volumetric cloud, so here it is volumetric cloud, and you can also change this layer bottom altitude and the layer height just like that. And now if you put the sun over here by pressing and hold the Ctrl L, and you can also put the sun over here so it can look nice, and you can also get nice lens flare over here. Okay, just like this. And also you can change the lens flare settings also. So in order to do that, first we go to this camera, and then we go down to these lens settings, and then we go to this lens flare settings, and you will find this bokeh size. Just enable this, and if you increase it, you can get more bokeh size here. And also we decrease the intensity a little bit more down, so maybe 0.02. Okay, so you'll get little bit of lens flare here. Okay, so this is how you can also set up the lens flare here. Okay, and now we're going to put some other ground assets. So first we're going to use the forest tute materials. So here it is. So for this we're going to use the foliage system. So we go to the select mode button and go to this foliage system here. First we're going to put some of these falling leaves. So for this we select this filter, that is the static mesh filter, and here you can find these kind of falling leaves. So first we're going to use this one, and this one here. So just drag and drop over here. Okay, just like that. And now if we go over here, and maybe we're going to decrease our brush size to maybe 50 and paint density to 1. And now if we paint, you can see this looks something like this, and you can see that the density is less. So we're going to increase the density. So we select all of these three and we scroll down here, and you will find this density per 1 KUU. So we're going to increase it to maybe 400, and also we go down, and here you will find this align to normal, and we disable it from here. So in that way, if you enable this one, if you put some assets, you can see that it align with these normal areas. So but we don't want this. So if you disable this one from here, and now if you put, you can see all these assets are flat to the surface. Okay, so just like that. So we're going to place these assets over here. Okay, just like that. And also we do one thing, that we select all of these three, and we also go down here and go to the scale, and we change this scale to maybe 0.2 to 0.4. and now if we put some of the leaves over here, and you can see that it look nice. Okay, just like that. Okay, so maybe if your start point from here, so you can also put the leaves here also, just like that. Okay, so after the leaves, we're going to put some grass also. So here is the grass, or you can also download some grass model from the Megascan. So maybe we go to this Megascan again. So we click on this add quick cell content, and now we're going to search for some grass. So we go to this home, then we go to this 3D plants, and here is the grass folder, and here you can find so many grass models. So let's see, so maybe use this one. So this one look nice. So I'm going to download this medium quality, but if you want, you can also download the highest quality here, and just click on this download button, and then we click on this add, minimize this one, and here is this grass folder. So maybe we're going to use this grass. So we go here and we drag and drop our grass over here. So here it is, and maybe we're going to disable this other falling leaves and select this grass, and then also we go to this density unit and we change this to maybe 300 for now, and also we disable this align to normal option here, and then we going to put the grass. Okay, so now you can see that this look nice. And also you can do one thing, that you just right click over here over this grass and make it as a nanite. So you can put more grasses without losing the performance of your PC, and it will take little time to compile these shaders here. And maybe also we put some of these grasses here also. Okay, so you can see that with the grass it look more amazing. Okay, so more things you put in your scene, it will create a nice result. And now we're going to put some other rock assets here and there to make it more looking good, and also we're going to make it more random design. So maybe we duplicate these rock assets, and then we decrease its scale. Okay, just like this, and we put it over here. Okay, and also duplicate it over here, and then we rotate this to this angle. Okay, and also duplicate it one more time, and we place it over here. So you can see that my PC is very much lagging. It's because that I'm also screen recording this. So maybe in your case it will not lag that much. And now if you want to play from here, so if I right click and click on this play from here, and you can see, wow, and my screen is blown out because I'm not using any post process volume. So you can see that the brightness is too much. But don't worry, when you render it, it will look nice because all the exposure settings I did is for the camera. So you can see that this look nice. Okay, so I go back from this game view, and now you can see that this look amazing. Okay, so now we going to duplicate some trees also, so make a more populated with the trees. Okay, so now you can see that this creating this kind of scene is very easy, but if you put the assets in a right way, it will look amazing. And all these assets I use here all are absolutely free, so you can easily download it from the Megascan assets or from the Epic Game Marketplace. So this is very easy to make this kind of scenes. And now we're going to put some other ground assets from the forest tooth assets pack. So here it is, forest tooth, and again we go to our foliage system here, then we go to this, and we're going to use some of these broken sticks from here. So we select all of these broken sticks and just put it over this foliage type section, and we disable this grass and only select all of these sticks here. So select all of these sticks, and then we go down, and also again we going to increase this value to maybe 200, and also we go down and disable this align to normal. And now we're going to start painting from here. So you can see that it also make a little bit more details to your ground here. And also we're going to put some more grasses over here. So for this again we select only the grass from here, and we select all of these sticks and disable it from here and only select the grass. And then also we go to this density to maybe change it to 500 here, and also we increase the size maybe 1.5 here, this maximum, and minimum also set it to 1.5. so all the grasses will be uniform, or maybe we can change it to 2, so make it less uniform, and you can put some grasses here. Okay, and now we're going to put some ferns also. So we go over here and put some ferns. So again for the fern we're going to download some farm from the Megascan assets. So we go to these Megascans, and here you will get so many nice looking ferns. So maybe use this one. So again I'm using this medium quality, or maybe we can use high quality for the ferns, and just click on this download button to download, and click on this add button here. So we go to this Megascan folder, and then we go to this 3D plants, and here we'll get this fern, and we also have this foliage system here. So we're going to put these ferns into this foliage type. So we select all of these ferns from here, and we put it over here. So here it is. And also we're going to change all these ferns as a nanite. So just right click after selecting all of these ferns, go to this nanite and click on this enable nanite for selected. So here is all the ferns, and you can see that those ferns when you add those are duplicated same ferns over here. So maybe we select all of these duplicate ferns and delete it from here to make some clean area over here. Okay, and then again we select all of these ferns, and we go down here. Again we decrease the scale, so maybe we decrease it to 0.2, and the maximum will be 0.5. And also we disable this align to normal option, and also we deselect these grasses. Okay, so now if we put some ferns here, and you can see this look nice. Okay, and maybe we also going to increase the scale of this fern little bit. So we're going to select all of these ferns again. So those are already selected. So we go to this maximum scale and change it to 1. And now we're going to put, or maybe not that much over here. Okay, so now we're going to put some small plants. So for this, again we go to this black elder folder, and here we also get some of these small plants. So maybe use this one and this one. So again we going to use it as a foliage system, so we put it over this foliage type section here. And we also disable all these fonts, so we just deselect all these fonts and we only select these two small plants. And here we can decrease the density to maybe 10 for now. And also we disable this align normal, and now we're going to paint. And you can see that this is too much, or maybe it look nice, so we're going to keep that. Okay, okay, so now you can see, wow, this look really amazing. Maybe I delete this one from here and maybe put some here. Okay, and also you can put some of these small plants here also. Wow, look at that, this look really amazing. Okay, so now we going to put some other assets, that is the some of these broken branches or broken tree logs. So maybe we have some of here, so we go to this forest tute folder here. So here is this forest tute, and here is some of these dead thumbs. So maybe we use this one from here, just like that. And also this one from here. Okay, and also we're going to download some of this dead tree from the Megascan. So again we go to the Megascan folder, or maybe go to this add pixel content, and then we go to this 3D assets, and now we go to this nature folder here, and we go to this tree folder, and here you can find so many dead tree assets here. So maybe use this one, and this one, this one, and this one, and also this one here. So you select all of this and make it as medium quality for now, and you can also change it to nanite or high quality if you want, but for this sake of this tutorial I'm using this medium quality to download it little bit faster. Or maybe we can select let's see what else we have, or maybe also use this one also, and this one. Okay, so select all of this and just click on this download button to download all of this at the same time. So after complete the download, click on this add button, and then we go to this Megascan folder 3D assets, and we select this static mesh filter, and here you can find all of these assets. So maybe we put this dead log over here, and maybe this is too big, so we're going to disable the scale of this little bit down. And also we have this one, so we just put those assets which we downloaded from the Megascan here and there to make it more nice looking. So maybe use this one over here. Okay, so more assets you will put, it will look more nice. So take your time and put the assets. Okay, so I think this is look amazing for now. And maybe also we have this rocky forest bed model, so maybe we're going to put it over here also. and we're going to put it little down here, and also we have this one here, so maybe we put this one over here. Okay, and also we put some of these assets over here. Okay, so I think this look nice for now, and you can see that we all do all of these things using the scalability to high. So if we change it to epic settings, and you can get more nice results. So you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, and also we go to the sequencer, and if we decrease the camera aperture a little bit more down to get more lights into our camera, and you can get more nice looking area here. Or also if you render it using a nice render setting, you can also get nice result to your scene. Okay, so maybe we can change our light position a little bit this side. Okay, and also we do one thing, that we go to this our fog settings, and we increase the fog little bit more, and also go to the secondary fog data, and if we increase the fog little bit, so make it a nice foggy scene here. Okay, and then also we change our light position, and also we go to our directional light, and then we go to this intensity, and maybe we decrease the intensity to maybe 7 or maybe 5, and then we go down, and here you will find this volumetric scattering intensity. So if you increase it, you can get more nice volumetric light rays here. So maybe again we going to change the scalability to high, and then if we change our light position, you can get nice volumetric light rays also. Okay, just like that. Or maybe we increase this camera aperture little bit. So now if you change the light position, you will get a nice volumetric light rays also. Okay, and also we're going to put some environment effect like smoke or local fogs. So for this we going to use some of these presets from the starter content. So we go to the starter content, and then we go to this particles folder, and here you can find some of these environment effect like smoke or steam. So maybe we're going to put some smoke over here this side, so you can put it over here, and also increase the scale little bit, so you can get nice environment effects here and there. Okay, so just like that. So this is not compulsory, but if you want you can put, so you can put here and there, and then also we duplicate it over here. So now you can see that if you put those environment effect, it will look more amazing. Okay, just like that. And also we have some of this ambient dust particle system. So if you put those particles, you can maybe you cannot see those particles here, but when you render it, it will appear in your render. So it will make a nice particle system in your environment. So maybe you can put more of these particles, so it look more amazing. So here and there. Okay, so just like that. And maybe you can see that this is kind of hard edge, so you can do one thing, just put it little down here, just like that. Okay, and also we put some of the grass to this area. So again go to the foliage, and we select all of these, and then we deselect all of this to make sure that we deselect all of this and then only select this grass, and then we put some grass over here also. Okay, just like that. And then also we put some of these rocks here also. So maybe we rotate this one and put it little down here, and also duplicate these rock assets and place it over here. Okay, so now you can see that eventually these things look really amazing. Okay, so this is how you can build this kind of nice environment scene with few of these clicks and in a very easy way. And if you put all these assets in a right position, you can see this look really amazing. And again, we have to put some other environment effect like the falling leaves, and also if you want some bars, you can also do that, or some of these broken branches also. So for this, I have a very common assets pack from the Epic Game Marketplace that we always use. So I'm going to use this Ruler Australia pack for this, because I always use this pack because this pack has very nice assets. So many thanks to the creator. So just click on this add to project, and I find my project that is called this tutorial, and click on this add project. So once you add the assets, you will find this Ruler Australia pack, and we're going to put the falling leaves effects. So you will find this effects folder, just double click to open, and then we go to this leaves folder. And now if we put this particle system over here, you will get this kind of nice falling leaves effects. Okay, so you can put here and there, just like this, and also put over here also, and then to this side and also this side here. Okay, so it's all depends on you. Okay, so just like this. And then also you can also put some bird if you want, but I'm not putting the birds here, but if you want you can also put. So maybe just put it over here. Okay, and also one thing that when you put this black elders, you will get a blueprint from these packs. So if you go to the search bar here after selecting this content, and go to the search bar and type BP, and you will find this BP Global Foliage Actor UE5. So if you put it into your scene here, and then you select this icon, and then we go to this details panel, and here you will find so many options. So first we go to this wind options here. So you can also change the wind strength. So if you increase it, you can see that you can literally change the wind of these global parameters, but this is too much, so maybe you can increase it little bit. And also we can increase the wind speed from here, and then the wind noise. So if you want, you can change it according to your need. And now we're going to see over this session and health section here, but you can see that the texture of this ellipse is not good because we are using this high scalability settings. So if you go to this epic settings here, or maybe if we go to this cinematic settings here. Okay, so now you can see the texture look nice. And now if we go to this global wind parameter here, so here it is, and now we go to this session and health, you can see the also changes. So maybe we can put our camera over here over this leaves, and then if we change these settings, okay, so if you change this session strength, you can change the color of this leaves if you want. Okay, so you can get this kind of differentiations here, and also you can change this health to make it dead leaves, or if you want. but I think this is not that good, so make it as default settings here. And also you can increase the brightness of the leaves if you want. Okay, so these are the settings you will get from this global foliage actor from here. So maybe I can reset all these values, so but if you want you can easily change this from here. And also this ruler Australia pack, if we select this static mesh, you will get some of this dead tree models here, so maybe we're going to also use those as well. So here it is, so maybe we put some of these assets to here also. Okay, and maybe this is too big, so first we're going to rotate it and then we decrease its scale. Okay, just like that. And also we have this one here, so maybe we dip it down here, and also we put this one over here, and again we decrease its scale. Okay, so just like that. So you can put these assets here and there if you want. Okay, and also make sure that you put this asset dip it down to the surface, because if you put it as it is, it will also show in your render. Okay, so just put it inside this ground. Okay, so I think this look really amazing. Okay, so I think this is enough for this environment design, and you can also put other assets here and there to make it more dynamic and more complex. So this is how you can build this kind of entire scene, and you can see that the texture is look really bad because this is inside this high scalability settings. So when you render it, it will look more amazing. Okay, so now we're going to create a nice camera shot from this side. So first we go over here, that is this keyframe settings, and we change this to linear, and also I enable this auto keyframe. And then I go to this camera settings, and first we going to make a keyframe at this initial position, and then we go at the end, or maybe you can just click over here to go to this end frame, and you just make a nice camera move over here. And now if we play this, you can get a nice camera shot here. And also we can make some camera shake. For this we're going to create a easy blueprint for camera shake. So we go to this content, and here we just right click, and then we go to this blueprint class and go to this all classes and search for shake. Okay, and then you find this camera shake base, just select this one and select. And now here it is. So first we name it as shake. So here we name it as maybe shake. Okay, and then we open it. So once you open it, first we go to this root shake pattern, and we change this to parallel noise camera shake pattern. Then we just go to this drop down list and go to this timing, and we change this duration to 0. So if you set it to 0, it can perform this shake entire your time frame. And now we're going to window this window just like this from here, and here is our sequencer. So first we go to this camera, and then we go to this track, and here you will find this camera shake, and here is the blueprint. So we use this blueprint, and also we extend this blueprint from this beginning. So now if you play it, you can get little bit of camera shake, but we're going to change the settings. So first you go to this rotation, and also you can see that our video playback is not looping. So you just click over here to make it loop. So now if you play it, it can repeatedly play. And now first you go to this rotation, and here is the blueprint, and go to this rotation, and we maybe put 2 over here. So we'll get a nice camera shake here, or maybe we can change this frequency to maybe 0.5 here. So you'll get subtle camera shake over here. And maybe if you want more camera shake, you can also put this frequency to maybe 2, so you will get more camera shake, but it not look right. And just for this demonstration, so we make it 0.5. And also you can individually change this camera shake pattern from here. So if you want some yaw, you can get this kind of yaw effect here, and also you can make it more yaw, but just set it to 0.5 maybe. Okay, just like that. So just when you satisfied, just compile it, and now you will get this one. So this is one of the kind to make a nice camera animation. And you can also create some macro shots here. So maybe we can delete this camera keyframes here, and then we go to this camera focal length and we increase this focal length over here. So maybe we can make a nice bokeh effect here. So for this, first we go to this epic settings here, and now we're going to focus on this stump. So in order to do that, we select our camera, then we go to this camera properties over here and go to this focus settings, and here you can find this focus method, and we change this to tracking. And now we have to point a tracking point. So we just click on this pen here and we pick this stump over here. So you will get, so anywhere you look, your focus will be locked on this stump. Okay, just like that. And now if we increase our camera aperture, just like that, and then if we increase our camera zoom little bit, so you will get this kind of nice bokeh effect here. And one thing you can see that our fern is not moving with the wind. So make it movable with the wind. We go to this Megascan folder, then we go to this 3D plants and go to this fern, and we go to its material settings. So we just open its material, and inside this search option we type wind, and here we'll find this wind grass. So we just enable it from here, and now you'll see that it recompiles its shaders, and now you will have this nice wind effect over these ferns. And you can also change these parameters from here. So maybe we can decrease this wind speed little bit, so you'll get nice subtle animation over here. Okay, now we save this one. Okay, so this look nice, and now if we play it, you can get nice. And so now you can see that the camera shake is little bit too much because you zoom your camera. So for this we go to this camera shake again, and maybe we can decrease the camera shake. So maybe we go to this yaw and change it to 1, and also we go to this rotation, we change to 1, and then also we go to this locations, we maybe 0.2 here frequency. So now you will get very subtle camera shake here. Okay, and now in that position you can also put some camera animations also. So we go to this very first frame, make a keyframe to this transform, and then we go to this very last frame, and maybe we can rotate our camera like this. Okay, and maybe we can decrease our camera speed little bit, so we can smoothly place our camera. So now you can see that you can create a nice camera animation with that kind of zoom. And believe me that when you see that the texture is not look that good, but believe me, when you render it, it will look nice. Okay, so this is how you can make some nice camera animations. And many of my subscribers always ask me that how I make this camera animation. So this is how you can make this kind of nice camera animation. So once you make a nice camera animation to your scene, the next thing is you have to render it. So for the rendering, we have to enable a plugin called this movie render queue. So if you go to this edit and go to this plugins, and then we type for movie. Okay, and when you type movie, you will find this movie render queue. Just tick those and movie render queue additional passes, and then you have to restart the engine. So just click on this restart, and you have to save all of these changes. And when you restart, just minimize this one and also close this one, and then we go to our level. So here is this tutorial level. Just open this, and also we go our sequence here. Then we go to this perspective and select our camera, and maybe we delete this keyframe from here. So we have this kind of camera animation here. And when we enable this movie render queue plugin, go to this window, then go to this cinematics and go to this movie render queue. And now we go to this render and select your sequence here. Then we go to this unsafe config settings. First we delete this JPEG sequence. Okay, then go to this settings, go to this anti-aliasing first, and we change this temporal sample count to maybe 32, or if you want you can also put more numbers here. So more number will get more time to render and you will get nice result. And when you put some numbers, you have to override this anti-aliasing. And then also we select all of these, the warm-up frames over here. Then we again go to this settings, go to this camera, and we change this shutter timing to maybe frame close, and then go again settings, and then we go to this high resolution, and we click on this override sharp surface scattering, and then also go to the settings and go to this game overrides. Okay, and also again lastly we go to this settings and select this format. So I'm using this EXR sequence. And finally we go to this output, and here from you can select the path where you want to render all your frames, and then just click on this accept, and you just one click away, that is the render local. Just click over here and it will make a nice EXR sequence for your scene. And many of my viewers always ask me that how they put this EXR sequence into a video. So I am also show you that how you can do that. So I am using After Effects, but you can also use Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. So we are done from here. So we close Unreal Engine and open After Effects. So here we are in After Effects. So first we're going to import some of the EXR sequence from my original video. So just double click here, and here is this EXR sequence. So we have to just select first EXR sequence here, and also make sure that you click on this open EXR sequence and then click import. So here it is, and then we right click over here and go to this interpret footage, and then go to this main, and here from you can change the desired frame rate to your scene. So maybe we use the 23.976 for now, and click OK, and then just drag and drop to your new composition here. So you can also do some color correction here. So just go to this look effects and go to this edit option here, and you can also get so many color presets here. So maybe we go to the Blockbuster HDR, and you will get this kind of nice colors presets here. So maybe use this one from here, and also go to this colorista, and we can increase or decrease this shadow and increase this highlight value here. Then so you can see that you can easily do some color correction to your scene also. And again also we go to this layer, new and adjustment layer here, go to this effect, go to this color correction, and go to the curve effect, and you can make some contrast to your scene also. Okay, just like that. So you can see that it can look more nice here. Okay, so when you ready with these color corrections, then you have to go to this composition, then you go to add to render queue, and here you can go to this output module and you can change it to maybe quick time, and then also hit OK, and also you go to this output settings, and you can just specify your path where you want to render your video, and then just click on this render, and it will create a nice video file for you. Okay, so this is for today, and I hope you really enjoy this video. And if you learned something from this video, you can easily create something like this. And if you make something like this, please share with me. And if you like this kind of video, you can also watch my other videos. And if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. So this is for today, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.